Grab your popcorn and dim the lights, film buffs. We are stepping into a time machine to look at the dramatic, neon-lit, and sometimes scandalous history of movie theaters and drive-ins in Lima, Ohio, spanning from 1960 all the way to 2026. The 1960s, out with the old, in with the mall. The decade started with big corporate drama and ended with a changing of the guard for local screens. 1965. Big dreams, bad timing. Plans were drawn up to build the shiny new Broomas Theater, but the entire chain went bankrupt before construction could even get off the ground.
Look out! Here comes the biggest Bond of all. Thunderball.
1966. On May 4th, the movie magic officially kicked off when the American Mall Theater celebrated its grand opening. 1967. Over in Bluffton, the silver screen went dark as the Karma Theater closed its doors. 1968. A rough year for local cinephiles. Both the Downtown Sigma Theater and the Ranger Theater shut down for good. 1969. The curtain officially came down on another classic location when the Quilna Theater closed. The 1970s, plot twists and adults-only picks. The 70s brought massive shifts in what people were watching and where they were watching it. 1971, plot twist. The Lima Cinema in the Square threw open its doors again on November 13th, but with a scandalous new business model, showing mostly adult movies. 1973, mainstream downtown cinema took a hit when the Cinema One at the Square closed down. 1974, back from the dead, the Karma Theater in Bluffton made a triumphant comeback, placing its first new ad on March 2nd. Meanwhile, the Capitol Theater in Delphos quietly closed its doors for good by this year. 1975. Double the screens, double the fun. The American Mall Theater expanded into a duplex, adding its second screen on March 19th. 1976. A massive year for local film fans. On February 13th, the Karma Theater officially rebranded into the legendary Shannon Theater. Exactly 1 month later, on March 12th, the brand new Frontier Theaters 1 and 2 opened for business.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away,
Here they come!
Star Wars,
Coming in too fast!
an adventure unlike anything on your planet. It's an epic of heroes and villains and aliens from 1,000 worlds. Star Wars, rated PG.
1977. Guess who's back? The Sigma Theater staged a comeback in August, jumping on the late-night bandwagon by reopening to show adult movies. (1978) Corporate giants entered the arena. General Cinema opened the shiny new Lima Center Cinema 1, 2, and 3 on March 31st. Sadly, the historic Ohio Theater closed its doors the very same year. 1979. The adult film fad finally faded for the Sigma Theater, and it closed its doors for the final time. The 1980s. Corporate takeovers and drive-in downfalls. The era of the megaplex began to loom, taking a heavy toll on classic outdoor drive-ins. 1983. Expansion time. On December 16th, the Frontier 1 and 2 leveled up to become the Eastgate 4. 1985. Frontier Theaters started flexing its muscles in the local market, officially taking over the American Mall Theaters 1 and 2. 1986. Heartbreak for outdoor movie lovers. The beloved Gloria Drive-In officially closed its gates. 1987. Frontier officially locked down a monopoly on first-run movies. On July 31st, they snatched up the Lima Center 3 from General Cinema. To make matters worse for Starlight Cinema fans, the Springbrook Drive-In closed down this year too. The 1990s and 2000s, the Regal Empire strikes back. This era was marked by a wild game of corporate musical chairs. 1990. Talk about a wild winter. The Carmike 7 opened on November 2nd. Just a month later, on December 4th, Regal Cinemas swept into town and bought out the entire Frontier Theaters chain. Then, On December 22nd, Regal snatched up the brand new Carmike 7 as well, swiftly renaming it the Regal 7. 1993, the changing retail landscape claimed a victim when the Regal American Mall 1 and 2 closed down. 2000, ringing in the new millennium with a major shutdown, the Regal Eastgate 4 closed its doors forever. 2003, budget movies to the rescue. Teacher Theaters threw a lifeline to local bargain hunters, reopening the venue as the Eastgate Dollar on June 27. 2006, out with the old, in with the megaplex. On March 3rd, the massive, state-of-the-art Regal American Mall Stadium 12 opened. With this new giant in town, both the older Regal 7 and the Regal Lima Center closed down for good. 2014, the end of an era for cheap tickets and nostalgic double features. The Teacher Theater chain officially went under, closing the beloved Eastgate Dollar Movies 4. Thanks for watching. If you love diving into local history and cinema nostalgia, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss our next video journey through time.